Hey everyone, today we are with one of the founders at Norrsken House Kigali. Hi, and what are you building?
My name is Stephen Ogunmuyiwa. Yes, so I'm working on intelligent robotic arms, right, for performing complex activities in the areas of manufacturing. So, intelligent robotic arms that can do things like welding, cutting, assembly, soldering. Yes, that's what I'm working on.
So when did you get into robotics?
Oh yeah, so I've been in the robotic space for almost 5 years now. And one of my first encounters in robotics was in the areas of manufacturing, and I could see the difficulty that humans have in such practices. Think about how dangerous welding is in itself. One wrong turn with the electrodes and you fried your fingers. Think about the dangerous processes in wood cutting, in sawmills, for example, right? So and my knowledge with robotics basically kicked in. And I was like, wait, we could actually build robotic arms that can do this set of dangerous tasks, this set of seemingly boring tasks that human beings should not ideally be involved in, if you think about it. Yes.
So what inspired you to start?
I mean, every engineering student has this story of when they were young, they couple radios, you know. When I was young, I did much more than that. And I had a bicycle when I was young, and I remember I built the a four-wheel extension to it, and I was riding and all that. So I've had that engineering vibe, you know. And then when I went to secondary school, high school in Nigeria, um, I was really open to electronics and embedded systems in some ways. And then in 2020, when COVID happened, I was having my bachelor's at Waterloo University. I was studying engineering physics. And then I was like, you know what, let me try robotics, right? Since I already had like a little bit of background in it. So I went all in into robotics in 2020, and I've been there ever since.
So what are some of the challenges that you faced as an African founder?
The first is access to knowledge. It is not readily available. I know we have YouTube, we have videos, we have Coursera and Rex, but when it comes to deep tech that involves like serious mathematics, there is not that easy access to it. So you really need to dive deep to find those things. And the second is going to be obviously funding, especially in the aspect of robotics. Getting robotics knowledge is very expensive. I remember I paid for learning at some point, and it ran into like the millions for me. And then also buying of parts, right? Electronics, things that you want to work on, it costs a lot of money.
How hard has it been to find funding?
Um, it's been hard, really. Actually, if I'm being honest, being an African founder, in a space that is very, very delicate. Um, there are some bottlenecks you're going to face, especially when you're competing in the likes of the Ivy League school students and things like that. So there has been some obvious bottlenecks when it comes to funding, but I wouldn't say it is hard for me because I have a very deep sense of personal motivation. So I get funding from my parents. I work really hard at my job to get enough money and put myself through. So yeah, that's it. But when it comes to like investor funding, I have not got any. But hopefully by the time we launch our first batch of robots, our investors will see the light in what we are doing, and who knows, $10 million.
So now to the most important part of this conversation. How important is mentorship as a founder?
Oh, mentoring is very good. It's very, very important, really. Even getting to this stage, I stood on the shoulders of a very good set of people, professors and PhD holders that I know of. So mentoring reduces the mistakes you make because people have made those mistakes and they can tell you, hey, Stephen, do not go there, don't do this. So yes, mentoring is very important, and everywhere I go I make sure that I am in the right set of people, I'm meeting the right set of people, I'm right in the right group so that I can get their own mentorship as well.